everyone. Welcome back. I think we've all had those moments, where we're like, what else am I capable of?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So today, we're going to tackle that head on.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive into the idea of potential itself.
Love it.
And to help us out, we're using this chapter from a book that gets pretty philosophical about it.
Oh, wow.
And get this.
Go ahead.
It uses the analogy of a seed to explain the whole thing.
That's interesting.
Yeah. A seed.
A seed to explain potential.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
So,
Yeah.
before we get lost in the weeds here,
Right.
how does this book actually define potential?
Well, it uses a bunch of powerful phrases.
Okay.
Like dormant abilities, untapped strength, that sort of thing, to emphasize the idea of possibility.
Right.
And it argues that potential isn't just about what you can do,
Okay.
but more importantly about what you haven't done yet.
So it's not about some fixed limit,
It's not a finite resource.
right? Like you're not just born with a set amount of potential and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's this ever-present possibility.
So even if you've had successes in the past,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you've hit your ceiling.
No.
There's always more.
There's always more potential waiting to be tapped into.
Okay, that's actually really encouraging to hear. All right, so let's get back to this seed idea.
Okay.
The book says that holding a seed is like holding an entire forest. How does that even work?
It's a metaphor
Okay.
for the vast and often hidden potential that exists within each of us.
Oh, okay.
So you think about a tiny seed.
Right.
It's small, seemingly insignificant,
Yeah.
but it contains everything needed to grow into a towering tree
Wow.
and eventually an entire forest.
So just like that seed, we have all these amazing possibilities within us, just waiting for the right conditions.
Waiting for the right conditions to sprout and flourish.
To sprout and flourish.
Precisely.
Okay, I love that.
And
I'm following you.
the book takes this even further and connects it to the idea that God created everything,
Okay.
including us, with this potential
Really?
woven into our very being.
So it's not just some...
It's not just some random self-help concept.
No,
it's actually baked into how the world works.
How the world works.
Yeah. That's what this chapter suggests.
So God.
It argues that God doesn't operate on instant results, but rather through this principle of unfolding potential.
Okay.
Everything takes time to develop, to grow.
So
Just like that seed slowly becoming a forest over time.
like a seed becoming a forest.
Exactly.
I'm starting to see how powerful this is.
Yeah.
It's like it's not about becoming an overnight success,
Right.
but about nurturing our own growth.
Trusting the process.
Trusting the process.
Yeah. And having faith in that potential that God has placed within us.
Yeah. The book also makes this point of saying success can actually become an enemy of potential.
It can.
Yeah.
Which seems counterintuitive.
It might sound strange, but think about it. When we become complacent with our past achievements, we risk settling into our comfort zones.
Okay.
We stop pushing ourselves. We stop exploring new possibilities. And we essentially stop growing.
And we stop growing.
The book describes it like a battery that was never used.
Oh, wow.
What a waste.
So it's almost like past success can make us afraid to...
It can, to take risks to try new things.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to jeopardize what we've already accomplished.
We've already built up.
Yeah, exactly.
And the book uses some pretty intense examples to illustrate this point, right?
Yes, it does.
Like, what if some of history's most celebrated figures had died before they ever created their masterpieces?
Exactly. Imagine if Shakespeare, Michelangelo, or Mozart
had given up on their potential before realizing their unique contributions to the world.
Right.
Yeah, the loss would have been immeasurable.
It's a sobering thought.
It is.
But it also highlights the incredible potential that exists within each of us.
Within each of us, exactly.
We all have something unique to offer.
That's
some
right.
Gift or talent that is...
waiting to be nurtured and shared with the world.
But it's easy to get caught up in our daily lives and just forget about that, right?
Absolutely. And that's why the book emphasizes this crucial idea.
Okay.
Don't die with my things.
Okay. I have to admit that phrase.
It's a good one.
Definitely caught my attention.
Yeah.
It's a little morbid.
It is a little morbid.
But it's also kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
And it definitely makes you think.
It does.
So what does the book actually mean by don't die with my things?
It's a metaphorical way of saying that each of has something special to offer the world.
Okay.
Gifts, talents, insights, even acts of kindness, that would be lost if we didn't express them.
Oh.
So it's a reminder to not let our potential go unrealized.
Okay.
To share those gifts with the world.
So for our listener out there, what would your things be?
What would your things be?
What amazing talents, ideas, or acts of kindness are you holding on to that the world needs to experience?
That the world needs.
That's something worth pondering.
It is a question we should all be asking ourselves.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really makes you think about all the different forms those things can take.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about composing a symphony or writing a best-selling book.
Right.
It could be as simple as offering a helping hand to someone in need.
Oh, yeah.
Or sharing a kind word with a stranger.
Yeah, you're right. We often get caught up thinking about, you know, these grand achievements.
Yeah.
But sometimes the most meaningful expressions of potential are found in those like everyday moments.
Absolutely. And the book emphasizes that it's not about waiting for some magical moment of inspiration.
Okay.
Or for all the stars to align.
Right.
It's about taking action consistently
to
nurture those seeds of potential within us. Even if it's in small, seemingly insignificant ways.
It's like planting a garden.
That's a great analogy.
You don't just scatter seeds on the ground and expect a bountiful harvest overnight.
Right.
You have to prepare the soil, water consistently.
Provide sunlight?
Provide sunlight.
Tend to the plants with care.
Yeah, it's a process.
It's a process that requires effort and patience.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've talked about the seed analogy.
Yeah.
The danger of letting success become an obstacle to further growth.
Right.
And this powerful idea of not dying with our things.
Don't die with your things.
But what can our listener actually do to start cultivating their own potential?
What are some concrete takeaways?
Yeah, what are some concrete takeaways from this chapter?
Well, the book outlines a few key principles that provide a great framework for thinking about this.
All right, I like frameworks.
Yeah.
Lay it on me.
The first, and perhaps most important, is the idea that God created everything, including you and me, with potential woven into our very being.
Okay.
That means we all have inherent worth and possibility, regardless of our past experiences or what we've accomplished so far.
So it's like a reminder that we're all inherently valuable.
Inherently valuable and capable.
And capable.
But this potential isn't something that just magically appears overnight.
Right.
The book stresses that nothing in life is instant.
Okay.
It's a gradual unfolding, a process of growth and development that takes time and effort.
So just like that seed?
Just like that seed patiently pushing its way through the soil.
Right.
And reaching for the sun.
That's a good reality check.
It is.
Especially in our world of like...
I know, right?
Instant gratification and overnight success stories.
Yeah, exactly.
And it leads to another.
And it leads to another crucial point.
Okay.
Don't be content with staying exactly where you are right now.
Whoa.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
It's not about becoming dissatisfied with your life or your accomplishments.
Okay.
But rather about recognizing that there's always more to discover within yourself, more to learn and more to experience.
So don't let past successes or even failures become a fence around your future potential.
Keep stretching, keep exploring, keep growing.
I love it.
Right.
Okay, so keep stretching, keep exploring, keep growing.
And finally, the book urges us with that memorable phrase to not die without having used our full potential.
Don't die with my things.
Don't die with your things.
Right.
It's a call to action, to live a life of purpose, to make the most of the gifts and talents we've been given, and to contribute something meaningful to the world.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory.
Yeah.
But how does someone even begin to figure out
what their potential is?
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
The book doesn't offer a step-by-step guide.
Okay.
And I think that's deliberate.
Really?
Because discovering your potential is a deeply personal journey.
Oh, okay.
Unique to each individual.
So it's less about finding the one right answer.
Less about that.
And more about embracing the process.
More about embracing the process of exploration and discovery.
Yeah. So it's about...
It's about paying attention to what sparks your curiosity.
Okay.
What brings you joy and a sense of fulfillment. And what you feel drawn to explore.
Yeah.
Even if it's outside your comfort zone.
So it's about trying new things, even if you fail sometimes.
Absolutely. Failure is an essential part of growth.
Okay.
It's through our mistakes that we learn and refine our understanding of ourselves and our potential.
And just as importantly, we have to remember that our potential might not look like anyone else's.
That's a critical point.
It's so easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others.
Oh, yeah.
But that can actually stifle our growth.
Okay.
The key is to embrace our own unique path, our own pace, and our own way of expressing our potential.
That's so freeing. It's not about conforming to some external standard of success.
No, but that's about discovering and nurturing what makes us come alive.
Yes.
It's about becoming the best version of ourselves.
Beautifully put.
Thank you.
And remembering that this isn't a destination,
right,
but a lifelong journey.
We'll never truly arrive at our full potential.
Yeah.
It's a continuous process of unfolding, growing, and evolving.
I'm starting to see how all of these ideas fit together. Yeah. It's not about achieving some grand singular moment of unleashed potential.
Not about that.
It's about
cultivating a mindset of curiosity.
Right.
A willingness to step outside our comfort zones.
Right.
And a commitment to nurturing our growth day by day through both successes and failures.
Yeah, that's the essence of it.
It is.
If you're feeling stuck, lost, or unsure of your purpose or potential, this chapter offers a powerful reminder.
It does.
You have inherent worth.
You do.
You have unique gifts to offer the world.
You do.
And you have the power to cultivate your potential.
That's right.
And create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling.
Absolutely.
But we don't have to go it alone.
Absolutely not. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your growth, and who encourage you to step outside your comfort zone.
So find mentors.
Find mentors, connect with like-minded individuals, and build a community that empowers you to become your best self.
That's such great advice, and I think it's the perfect note to end on for this part of our deep dive.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground unpacking this whole idea of potential and how to nurture it. But before we wrap up, I'm curious about something.
Okay.
We keep talking about, unleashing potential. Like it's this wild beast we need to tame. Is that really the right way to think about it?
It's an interesting point.
Yeah.
That kind of language can make it seem like this sudden explosive force.
Right.
But what if it's less about unleashing and more about cultivating?
Like gardening, you mean?
Exactly.
Instead of hunting for buried treasure, we're carefully tending to those seeds of possibility within us.
That's a great way to put it.
That makes it feel a lot less intimidating, doesn't it?
I think so.
It's not about some grand life-altering moment where we suddenly become superhuman.
Right.
That's
about those consistent daily choices that support our growth.
Even if they seem small or insignificant.
Even if they seem small,
The book even warns that sometimes our biggest threat to progress is our last big success.
It's true.
It's like we get so comfortable with that achievement that we stop pushing ourselves forward.
It's so true. That's why it's crucial to maintain a mindset of curiosity and continuous learning.
Continuous learning.
To keep exploring new possibilities.
Even when we feel like we've made it.
Even when we feel like we've made it because we never truly reached the end of our potential.
Right. It's an ongoing journey.
It's a journey.
Yeah. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listener with this question. What's one small step you can take today to nurture those seeds of your own potential?
It could be anything.
Yeah.
Finally starting that project you've been putting off. Signing up for that class you've been curious about. Or even just taking some quiet time for reflection to reconnect with your passions and aspirations.
I love that. Whatever it is. Remember this. You have something unique and valuable to offer the world.
You do?
Something that only you can bring to life.
Absolutely.
So don't let it fade away.
Plant those seeds.
Plant those seeds. Nurture them with care.
Nurture them with care.
And have faith in the incredible potential that's waiting to unfold within you.
Happy going.
And to all our listeners, keep diving deep.